breathing in that good air, that good Florida air.
Great Florida air. It's
Welcome
beautiful out here.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Welcome everyone to the Artichoke podcast. That's the Artichoke podcast. The Artichoke podcast. This is episode 1. It's your proverbial boy. It is I, Sam, and this is my hetero life mate, Nathan.
Yep. The mad martial artist.
The mad martial artist. Call me Bamfilf. Call me Sam. Hashtag Bamfilf on Instagram. You know what it is. Alright, so we are going in deep on Conor and Floyd today. We're going to talk about the fight. You got your opinion, I've got mine.
Absolutely.
We're going to see what we think. We're also going to be talking about training while intoxicated. Mm-hmm. Is it a plus or a minus? If you hear a gong in the background, we're in a very spiritual part of town. Yep. There it is again.
Live.
A lot of people
at
are...
the Papa Top, Gainesville, Florida. We're going to be drinking
sir.
Aunt Sally while we discuss this. And we'll see if this has any effect on our opinions and what we can discuss about that. Now, with the Conor McGregor, you know, there's also the topic of beards in combat. Conor's got a very epic beard, and does that benefit him against a guy like Floyd? And also...
Yeah, right. Does it cushion a punch?
Also, the difference between MMA and boxing. You know,
yeah, we're going to talk about that
and
too.
And the techniques used, the styles of training used in both MMA and boxing, what really is going to benefit them when they bring it to the table? How is Conor going to use it in the basically home turf of boxing for Floyd? And is that fair? And if Conor loses, is it truly a loss in the sense of his skill? You know what I mean? Like, could he beat him in MMA? Why wouldn't Floyd fight him in MMA?
Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about today. I'd just like to get in some intro in our background. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Good to see you, baby. Thanks for coming to Gainesville.
Yeah,
coming
bro.
back home.
Made the trip.
Yeah.
It was well worth it.
I'm so glad to see you guys. Both you guys.
All right.
Shout out to Jana, the cameraman, camerawoman. Whoop. Yeah, she's awesome. I was so honored to be y'all's best man, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for giving me that honor.
It was an honor to have you as the best man.
I had a great time.
It was
excellent
amazing.
time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Wedding.
It was a great wedding, right?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
You guys both looked awesome. You were glowing.
Thank you.
Yes.
It was wonderful.
Thank you.
And, you know, we met at about 13 or 14 years of age here in Gainesville, and we started training in Kung Fu together. The way we met is I was a black belt in Taekwondo, and Sammy, the boy Sammy, basically, asked me, he was like, teach me some of that Taekwondo. So I taught him a few things, and because he was very interested in martial arts.
I remember one kick you did.
Yeah.
It got me kind of hard, bro. I was pretty impressed. It got me kind of hard. It made me feel weird in the dick, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, man, I was like, this guy's a badass. This guy, he did like a jump spinning hook kick or a jump spinning side kick, and I was blown away. I was like, holy fuck, I've got to do this. Oh, also, if you didn't already know, graphic content warning, we are going to speak to each other as adults, and you might want to turn this podcast off if you don't want to hear any F-bombs or offensive content.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to keep it real, you know.
Yeah.
Facts over fifis.
Yeah, that's right. No fifis up in here.
No fifis up in here,
No
unless it's the fifis of glory.
So back to that spinning jump side. What's it called? You know what kick it was.
It was a spinning jump side kick and also a spinning hook kick. It was both of them. I showed you a trick kick of going from a round kick to a twist kick or a front snap to a twist kick.
I used that in my years down the line.
Yeah, you broke 3 nose. I remember with the very trick kick I taught you. I was so proud. I was like, fuck yeah, that's great. You know, those broken nose came from my tutelage. But the truth is that we trained under Kung Fu, under Whirling Tiger Kung Fu, a traditional Choi Li Foot, Shaolin, both northern and southern, Qigong, you know, things like that, Chin style, it was Chin style Qigong. Under Sifu Des.
Sifu Des.
Sifu Des
Respect
Jackson.
to Sifu Des.
Respect to Sifu Des.
He's the man. He's the coolest man I've ever met in my entire life, for sure.
Truly the greatest martial artist I think I've ever experienced.
So solid.
Very
Such
solid.
a solid dude.
And humble.
Humble, creative.
Can't say enough. And these days, you're doing jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
And which is a big aspect of MMA.
Yeah.
Which is something that Conor's not going to even be able to bring to the table against Floyd. He's not going to be able to utilize his ground game
he can't do
against
because they're boxing,
Floyd.
right? They're going to be stand-up fighting.
So, in all honesty, how good is Conor's handwork? I mean, footwork is important in boxing, but boxing footwork is way different than MMA footwork.
Yeah, this is very true. There's a lot of factors coming in here. We're gonna get around to all of them, but let's start there. Yeah, Conor, I know his hand game is good. He's a southpaw,
Southpaw.
Which
I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
guess
so
I
that
haven't
means
really paid too
for
much
those
attention to
for the
Connor.
people out there who don't know what a southpaw is, that would mean that I'm left-handed and my left hand is my power hand. So I'm going to be right hand forward, left hand back. So normally in boxing, orthodox fighting is the other way. So you'd have your left hand forward and your right hand your power hand. So that's the one that's going to finish the job.
And most people are right-handed, so it makes sense.
Right, so
that's
most
normal.
people fight orthodox. Connor fights southpaw. He can fight in both stances. This is an interesting...
Which one does Floyd fight? I don't know off the top
Floyd's
of my head.
orthodox. I'm
He's
pretty sure he's orthodox. Wouldn't bet my mother's soul on it, but I'm pretty sure he's orthodox.
All right. So they're
yeah.
going to be kind of squaring off where their shoulders or chests are facing each other. That's an ideal position to pull off a lot of MMA techniques that you may not be able to utilize in boxing. So I guess...
Oh, yeah.
I guess the big question here is like his hand game.
Did you see the footage that just came out of him?
Meeting Floyd Mayweather in Vegas?
Training footage. So
no,
he was
I did
training
not.
with
I missed
his... he's got a special genius wizard on his side by the name of Ido Portal. Ido Portal is a fantastic, incredibly genius-minded movement coach. Mm-hmm. So one of the drills he was having him do, which is going viral, everyone's seen, I'm sure, is Connor is boxing playing cards out of the air. So
Nice.
Ido is throwing cards at him.
Precision.
And he's like catching them, you know? He's working
Very,
on his
very
coordination.
precision.
He always does that, though. For every fight, they show some clip of Ido Portal training him, you know, in a very specific way that no one's ever seen before.
Build hype, you know. It's
hype,
unique.
yeah.
It adds hype to it. It gives him an ambiance that could intimidate his opponent.
Sure.
Now Floyd has been it through and through. I mean, he's a boxing champion.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars per fight. It's honestly just phenomenal.
Yeah, super cool.
When you think about his career and how he built
He's
that.
had 48 fights. This will be his 49th? Or is
49th
it? No,
fight.
he's had 49, and this is going to be his 50th fight.
50th fight. This is, honestly, as a 50th fight, I think this would be an amazing fight. He's fighting... Now, just...
No.
Like,
Yeah.
how did
I'm
we
wrong
get to
about
the
that.
point...
I'm wrong about that.
Well,
Let me
the
correct
number,
myself.
the
No,
number aside, it's
his
fine.
professional boxing record, if I'm not mistaken, is 49-0. So he says 49 wins and 0 losses.
Right, so this is his 50th professional boxing fight. Now, I assume he's fought more than 50 times.
Yeah,
but,
and amateur, you know, he's probably fought a lot. Just, you
But-
know,
But aside...
so I don't get roasted too bad.
It's all right. How do we get to a point where a guy in the MMA who basically was a nobody, came out of nowhere from Ireland, gets huge? I mean, so huge that he's basically the Floyd Mayweather of MMA.
He's got the it factor.
And he's jumping the
X
guns. I
factor.
mean, the way he markets himself is insane. And, and you know, and it makes me almost want to be more on his corner. Like I'm almost a little worried for Floyd, despite Floyd being in his home turf of boxing. Now, if Floyd was going into MMA, I'd be like, Connor's going to win. Floyd in no way has expanded the fighting arena to include aspects that MMA holds. You know, including legs, takedowns,
if
groundwork.
Floyd took an MMA fight with Connor, it would be a death sentence. It would be a foolish endeavor.
Right. He has no way how to handle ground game. He has no way how to do that. But